Drawing on the philosopher Bakhtin's concept of heteroglossia, I offer the metaphor of hyperlinked conversations and identities as a way to visualize the dialogic process of humans' search for meaning. Imagine being on a website and moving through that space by clicking on hot links. As we click, based on our curiosity and the understanding we are seeking, new meanings emerge, or rather new connections are made that furthers our understanding. And so it is with our conversations that shape our identities, relationships, and realities. Each circle is a text of our situated narratives or stories, historical, social, and cultural stories, as well as relational, familial, or personal narratives, or even fragments. The lines are the frames of meanings by which these textual spaces are connected. New preferred meanings can go on to become an emergent story or text, a new circle, or a node in the web of meaning we are weaving. Thus, the circles or the nodes are textual spaces or stories of identities, relationships, the context, their meanings, and or the stories of the larger social system, etc. These hyperlinked stories or nodes make up the web of meaning and our lived realities. Hyperlinked is emergent possibility. These stories or nodes offer us possibilities for moving through life. We elevate nodes and drop them back into the web of meaning as we journey through the life moments. The complexity of life is such that we are seduced into creating a simpler story by elevating a single node. Example, I'm a doer, you are sensitive, or I'm right, you're wrong, etc. And in the process, reifying certain nodes that get elevated. Reified nodes are simplistic stories or single stories, which Bakhtin would identify as monologic. When we elevate a single node, it suppresses the other nodes and the possibilities their relationships represent. All conversations are complex and part of communicative action. In conversation, we are not only creating local meaning, but also shaping the social and somatic, and in turn, being shaped by them as illustrated in the relational loop. The relational loop is a visualization of the interplay between the somatic sensory, utterances and interactions, stories and meanings, and the larger social systems. Imagine the relational loop as helping us categorize nodes by mapping their locations in the discursive process, within the somatic, interactional, and the social, as mediated by our stories and meaning frames, while being curious about their interplay. That's the discursive. We can map how one locates the story by which of these spaces is invoked in their telling. It's a relational understanding. It can also function as a reflexive resource, that is, noticing where we focus our gaze in the way we are listening to the storyteller. Are we attending to their body, the utterances, the interactions, or the way they are making sense, or even to the larger social discourse? And thus, the discursive process unfolds and folds on itself, constructing identities, relationships, and materialized realities.